If you create social content, write the following path down. Write it down. Do not memorize it. You will fuck it up. I watch my team do this all the time. They hear me say shit, they don't write it down, and then I come back a week later and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? So write this down. You're going to test organic hooks in social media. So you're going to put, like, I think my audience will resonate with this idea. Okay, one of the highest performing pieces of content for me in the last couple of weeks has been, you need to know what to do with the next 15 minutes of your time or your business will never scale. That's a hook. Test it. You're going to do a ton of that. Every tweet that I put out is essentially a hook test. I'm looking for a disproportionate response. So average, let's say that your average response on Twitter is 5,000. Cool, 5,000 people see your average Twitter post. What's the one that gets 90,000? That's the hook that your audience is telling you, yo, I hyper respond to this idea. Okay, now that we have the thing that people hyper respond to, that's going to be the thing that we either create the video for or we write the newsletter for. And then as a part of that testing protocol, we're going to test format. So we've got hook testing. What's the idea? Then we've got format testing. Should I be doing this in copy? Should I be doing this in long form copy, short form copy? Should this be a video? Should this be a long form video, interview format, straight to camera, whatever, story, reels, Instagram? Figure your shit out. So you're just gonna test. But where people seem to fall down is they are like doing this shit all out of order. So they'll like sit and brainstorm, what should I write my newsletter about? What the fuck hook popped off? That's gonna be the one. And if you're not being disciplined enough to put out a shit ton of content at the organic level, right, where it's very easy idea testing, and when I say organic, I mean you're not paying for it. You're just putting it out for free to your audience. Every piece of content you put out is a test. It's a test. So you better be paying attention to whether that test worked or not. What data did it yield? So Mason, Hanada, and I are in a death cult to figure out what works and what doesn't. We are fucking pinky swearing to the end of time. Everything that we put out, we are going to obsess over what happened. Did it get more comments? Did people read it? Did it get more shares, likes, whatever? We've got a whole document by platform. What is this platform, right? Because I have brand confusion. So what is this platform? Because we're only going to talk about one thing on this platform. Then what do we think the audience responds to? And what are our KPIs for that platform? And what are the leading indicators that we think feed into that KPI, right? So if you're trying to get views, then what you're really about is the leading indicator of shares. So how do I get people to share this thing so that I get the views that I want, okay? That's the fucking protocol. If you live in that, hook test, right, on the lowest lift possible place. So for me, that's gonna be X or Twitter. So I'm gonna put out an idea. If that idea pops, then maybe I do a Reels on Instagram. If that then pops as well, then I'll do a newsletter on that. And then that should be tied in a straight line fashion to a product that I sell.